Travelers get stranded as protesters block Sango and Abeokuta expressway. Travelers and motorists commuting from Lagos to Abeokuta via Sango-Abeokuta expressway were stranded on Monday as the EndSARS protesters blocked the Obada axis of the road, causing serious traffic long jam on the expressway. When our correspondents visited the Obada section of the road, articulated vehicles, buses and cars were parked on the road as the protesters prevented them to pass through the blockade. Travelers in commercial vehicles were forced to disembark and trek to Adibe Junction, where commercial motorcyclists conveyed them through Adibe, Opako, Penseke Road into the Abeokuta metropolis. Motorists coming from Buri, Olomore, Ita-Oshin, en route Obada on Sango-Abeokuta expressway were stopped at the mechanic village a few meters to their destination. While some motorists were able to make the tour to beat the blockade at the mechanic village, many were not so lucky as youth in the nearby communities locked their gates and started to extort tolls from the stranded motorists. The protesters, who had earlier blocked the NNPC junction en route Okemosan, where the governor's office and the secretariat are located, also barricaded Ibara Omida Road, a situation which made vehicles movement on the road hectic. A motorist who spoke to our correspondents condemned the action of the protesters, saying innocent citizens and not the government were bearing the brunt of the protest. The motorist lamented that he had spent 8 hours in the gridlock and all his efforts to continue his journey fell through. One of the EndSARS protesters, who also spoke with Daily Sun on the condition of anonymity, said they had to take the protest to Lagos and Sango-Abeokuta expressway in order to make the government listen to their demands. He vowed that the protest will continue until the government meets their demands. Thank you for listening to this news. Lobaton. Abi? Lobaton, you see that? When they are telling people what the youth are capable of doing, they will say that the youth are kids, that the youth are children, that they don't have anything upstairs, that they cannot do anything. Now, that is it. And I am very, very sure that there is nothing they can do to any youth in any way, because any youth that is being touched now, I tell you, the federal government is going to get it hot with the ICC. I'm telling you, because the first protest it's just a warning to them. They are still facing the ICC. They are still facing the punishment from the ICC. They don't know. They don't know what they are into. They don't know what they are into. They don't know what they have caused to themselves. They made a promise that the youth should leave the road, that they are going to pay attention to the need. To date, not even one promise has been made, has been enforced. It is good that this is happening. In as much as I am against the continuity of this EndSARS protest, I'm somehow in support, because the federal government has chosen to be stubborn and also has chosen not to pay attention to the youth. They think that the youth are fools. What are they calling the youth? What do they think that the youths are? No, this time around, it's no longer going to be Lekki massacre. It's now going to be Abeokuta massacre. Let them go and massacre the youth this time around, and let us see how it's going to be. Let them order the soldiers to go and massacre the youth. I said it before, that these people have lost control on the youth. There is nothing they can do to the youth again. The youths have taken charge of the whole places in Nigeria. Before you know it, you see that these protests that have resumed in Abeokuta will start extending. Because they have told the federal government that they are going to resume protests if their requests are not granted. And one monarch said it, that he foresees a very serious protest coming up, that the federal government should do something fast before this protest erupts. But they said no. They said theirs is the best, that they know what to do. And yeah, let them start doing what they feel better, what they feel that they can do better. They think that the youth are kids, that they don't know what they are doing. It's good. If possible, let them block the whole of Nigeria. They will be the one to be at the losing side. Yes, the youth are no longer employed. How many youth are now employed in Nigeria? How many youth do we have that are working, that are doing reasonable job now in Nigeria? How many of them do we have? How many of them? So let everybody be indoor, since you don't have any job again to do. They think they can eat their cake and have it. To date, you have not been able to get out the person that ordered the Lekki massacre. That one is another thing to argue about. It's another thing to argue about. We can't just keep quiet. While the federal government keeps stepping on our heads. You understand? Now, it is good that the youths are now voicing out. That the youths are now making their demand known. So let the federal government have it upstairs that the youth knows what they are doing. They are not weakly. They are not stupid. They are not useless as they think that the youths are. Because they are calling the youth fools that doesn't know themselves. Now the youth want to let them know that they know themselves and they know what they are doing. This cannot continue. Never. So the people that the travelers that were kept stranded, I'm using this video to say sorry to them. But then the people that have really caused this, that have really made this to happen, is the federal government. As the youth are crying to the federal government to heed to the cry, let them themselves as well make it possible by raising their voice as well for the federal government to heed to the needs and cry of the youth. The youth are also fighting for you indirectly, but you don't know. To you think that you're on an important journey, but not knowing that yes, you're on an important journey, but what the youth are doing for you now is more important than where you are going. You understand? So, my viewers, please, your comments concerning all that have just been said are very, very important. Deem it fit to leave your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.